My name is Danny Casey, and you're listening to Danny C Talking Sports. Yeah, I think I'm back. Let's see how this goes, shall we? All right. Well, guys, I want to say first things first. I know it's been a minute. It's been a while since I have honestly said anything. It's been a while, and I just wanted to just give you a couple reasons to why I've taken a break, and before I get into I guess what this episode is going to be about, and just get into that. So I just wasn't in the right mental space to continue my show at the time, where I was going with it, and I wanted to take a break for a bit, and then it turned into a big break. And yeah, that's just what it is. But I feel like right now I'm in a better mental space, and I really want to give this another shot and see where it goes. And that people still want to listen to me, and I feel like people do. I've been hearing a lot of people want me to get back on this, and here I am trying to give it another shot. So, yeah, I'm hoping this goes well, and I'm going to try to continue this going forward. Because I always loved podcasting. I always enjoyed it, and all the episodes I ever made, I felt like they were either pretty good or good enough to me. And a lot of people like my show and want to bring it back. So that's just my little spiel on that. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I'm looking forward to continuing to create more episodes for you guys. All right, well, enjoy, y'all. So on this episode, I'm going to be talking about my team, New York Knicks. And honestly, in the past couple years that I haven't really been doing this, there was a point where the Knicks were pretty freaking good. A couple years ago, oh my God, what a team! I missed that team so much. The 2019-20 Knicks. Oh my God. Julius Randle, most improved player. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. I mean, Elfrid Payton as their starting point guard, definitely not ideal. But once we got Derrick Rose as our sixth man in that trade, that beautiful trade, we got things going, and we got to the playoffs. And it was a great team. R.J. Barrett, he was doing his thing. And just, we had to meet Trae Young in the playoffs. And that was, I mean, we all know how that went, right? So, yeah. And then the year after, all right, Julius Randle, our Knicks, majority of this team is still intact. We got rid of Elfrid Payton, so that was good. But Alec Burks is our starting point guard. I mean, I like Alec Burks. That's my guy right there. But he's not your starting point guard. It's just not ideal whatsoever. He's a shooting guard. He's supposed to play the shooting guard position. And, obviously, that season just was not it. Julius Randle was not there. Mentally, he was definitely not there. And it was just a bad season. Now we're here. And it's still way too early in the season to really be talking highly about my Knicks. But we're 2-1. And I'll take that any day of the week. So it's a good start. And honestly, in the first game against the Memphis Grizzlies, a really good team at that, we put up a good fight. Honestly, I really think we should have won that game. I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies was second in the Western Conference last year. And, or were they first? I believe they were second. Anyways, they were one of the best teams in the Western Conference last year. And we put up a really good fight against them. Ja Morant, I mean, that man is unstoppable. I mean, we tried everything. One of my friends told me that we should build a wall and just to stop him. And there was nothing we could do to stop that man. But he was scoring in every facet, whether that's driving in the paint, shooting a three-pointer, literally just pulling up in your face and just splashing it. There was no stopping that man. But I liked what I was seeing, especially out of Julius. Definitely a really strong game. And Jalen Brunson, I mean, let's get into that. Jalen freaking Brunson. the point guard we needed. We got it. We had our literally the last best point guard we had was Raymond Felton, dating back to like 2013, 2014. I mean, it's been almost like 10 years since we had like a decent point guard. Raymond Felton was good for us, but he ain't no Jalen Brunson or any of these top guards that we have nowadays. So we got our point guard. We got our point guard for at least the next 5 years or 4 years. I think it's a 4-year deal, and I couldn't be more happier. He's coming off a strong playoffs, carrying the Dallas Mavericks into the Western Conference Finals. I mean, he's a dog. He's a dog. And the preseason and the 3 games that he's played so far for us, he's been doing what we kind of expected from him. Coming off that playoffs, and yeah, I mean, I hope he continues to keep it going. Because here's the thing, he's a floor general, and he knows like when, to attack and score. The offense is just not going the way it's supposed to be. He's all right, guys. Let's just settle down, and he controls the offense. He controls the offense, and he does what he got to do to like take over and be like, all right, guys, I got this, and gets everybody into position. So here's the thing, like when he's driving to the basket, he'll kick it out somebody like RJ or even Randall for 3, and it's a beauty. It's really a beauty, and the way he attacks the basket. I mean, man, we got our guy, and he's been playing really good so far for us, and I hope that he continues to keep it going. And along with Julius Randle, I mean, there's nothing much to say. This is the Julius Randle of 2 years ago, most improved player, Julius Randle. And I am very, very happy and pleased to see what he's been doing for us so far. And we need him to be that guy every single night for us. And when it comes to a point where he's letting other guys do their thing, and just when he knows, all right, now I gotta score like 5-6 points, and then all right, I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. That's how he's supposed to play. When he tries to control the ball, and honestly, I get it. Last year, he had to be the most ball dominant player because, I mean, you can't have Alec Burks running up the ball every single time, nor can we have Julius Randle. But here we are, and we had Julius Randle running the offense, and it just wasn't pretty, well, by any means. And again, 2 years ago, he averaged about like 6 assists per game. So I mean, I get it, but it's just he's a 6'9" power forward. He's not supposed to be running the offense. But now we got a point guard and Jalen Brunson, and we don't need him to do that anymore. And I'm liking what I see so far. And our bench, I love the signing of Isaiah Hartenstein. What a great signing. And honestly, you could argue that he's better than Mitch, at least offensively, that's for sure. Defensively, Mitch might have the upper hand on him. But Isaiah Hartenstein it's not like he's a bad defender by any means. He is a good defender, and I love his hustle. The other night I went to the game with my girlfriend, and it was the home opener, and just he made this really great hustle play. And it was the ball was coming off someone shoots the ball on Detroit, and he grabs the ball, and he just sorry, it was on the Knicks. It was an offensive rebound he got. He was fighting for the ball, and then he tips it right back, and then I believe we threw an alley-oop to Obi Toppin, and it was just a beautiful play. But I love the hustle. I love the energy that he brings. Just the bench in general, and wait until Quentin Grimes comes back. I mean, come on, man. That dude hit the 3 ball, really played good defense. That's just my guy right there. And he's part of our youth group. He's going to be good once he comes back for us. You just got to stay healthy. And Derrick Rose, I mean, he's looking really good so far. Skinniest he's ever been since his MVP season, from what I hear. I mean, that's really good. That's great. And then quickly, he's looking back. It's looking like he's going back to where we had him for his rookie season. And I just I like that he's Sometimes he tries to like he takes too many like shots where it's like, all right, what are you doing? But then it's like I love his confidence, and he's been he's hitting his shots this year. Like in that game against Detroit, there was like a mid-range pull-up he hit, and we were up like 15. It was like 13, I believe, actually, and then he hit to go make us go back up by 15. But it's like it was kind of not unnecessary. It was kind of unnecessary, but he got it in, and it's looking like he's got his confidence back because last year it was kind of like a bad year for him. And yeah, Cam Reddish, I want to talk about him for a second. First game against the Grizzlies, really this is like what I wanted, honestly, when we got him from the trade last year from Atlanta. And yeah, here's the thing. He's another guy like quickly where it's like takes a bunch of bad shots, sometimes just the most horrible shots you could think of. But when he's hitting these crazy shots, honestly, it's like, no, you got it. You got it. And here's with his wingspan and all that, he's got a good height. He can really play good defense. It's more about like his effort and his work ethic. I feel like is always in question because I feel like he has all this talent and he kind of just like doesn't take advantage of it. So with that first game against Memphis, he was taking full advantage of it. And that's kind of what we want from him every night. In the past 2 games, he's been showing some flashes, but it's just a matter of consistency. We don't need him to score like 20 points per game every night, but we just need him to show up enough and just play defense and make great energy plays for us. How could I forget our $120 million play in RJ Barrett? Now, his first game, I'm not going to lie, that was really bad. Not a great start, but past 2 games, he's been picking it up. And we just need to see RJ become an all-star. It doesn't have to be this season, but within these next 2 or 3 years, we got to see that man become an all-star because it's kind of what we're expecting at this point with the kind of contract we gave him. And I love RJ. Love RJ's game. And I believe he worked on his left hand in the summer and all that, which is honestly something that's really important, along with Julius. His driving game. And just here's the thing with Julius and RJ last year, they were focused way too much on trying to hit their perimeter shots. It needs to be a good balance of both. And I feel like with somebody like Jalen Brunson, who's been setting up our offense, you get these guys in the right position, and also just even these guys in general, just try to take the right shots. And RJ, just like Julius, has to play to his strengths, and I think they'll be all right. And if RJ could just try to like push that points per game threshold to like instead of 20 to 22, and then Julius just goes back to what he was doing as MVP, and not as MVP, maybe one day, but I don't know, is in his most improved player season. Yeah, I think we could be a playoff team, and I think we could really give, honestly, any team a run for their money. Again, if we're giving a team like the Memphis Grizzlies, again, the second best team in the Western Conference last year, we lost in overtime by 3 points, and we honestly could have won that game with the way we just came back into that game. I really think we could beat anybody. And now I know we just beat Detroit and then Orlando, 2 teams that we were supposed to beat. You have to see like the offense is there. We're scoring on fast break points now. It's like we're just embracing our youth, and our offense and our defense is there. It is there, and I'm really just liking what I'm seeing so far. I really am, and I really do believe we could beat any team in this league, and I hope that we try to get back into the playoffs. And I'm hoping that it's going to be a good year. I really do. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Again, we're only 3 games in. We'll see what happens. But I'm expecting it. I think it's going to be a pretty good season. I think. Like Obi is another guy I really like. I'm hoping he gets more burn. The thing is, like we bring on our bench and a guy like Obi Toppin comes in, he's the kind of guy that like is always going to give you those energy plays where he's just always running down the court, and then you just throw him that loop, and it's just like, and then it's like 4 straight points right there just off easy fast break points. Obi Toppin. And that's the kind of guys you want on your team. That's why when we have our bench, we're doing good. But it's hard, when you want to bring a guy like Obi Toppin who's having a good game, you can't have him and Julius at the same time. We tried that before, but one of them is going to be playing center, and it's just not ideal. And so we're kind of in a tight conundrum here, and Thibodeau has to make a decision how he wants to, who he wants to keep in. And what I like about Thibodeau, he likes to play who's playing good during that game. So if Obi's playing good and Julius is not, he's going to play Obi. It's just a given. Unless we really need somebody like Julius to come back, then, that's just what it is. If the Knicks could figure out a way to play Julius and Obi at the same time, because here's the thing, you really can't play Obi the 3 either. It's just not ideal. Then I think we'd be all right, but I really want to see Obi get more minutes, and I'm hoping that we do. I love Obi's game as well. And I just love our youth. And I really think we got a deep team. Like I said, I'm hoping we make the playoffs. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm liking our team, and hoping for the best. And I think we got a good future ahead of us for my New York Knicks. I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to be definitely talking more Knicks throughout the year. And yeah, I'm hoping it's going to go well. I thank you guys again for all the support and love that I've received for my podcast. I think I'm back, guys. I think I'm back. I'll see you guys next time.